Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I am going to show you, kind of expose myself, tell my biggest secret on how to get to the $10,000 mark. So if you're like me, you've been selling yourself short in the past, or you always get that $5,000 to $7,000, but you want to get over the hump and you want to make those 10K plus. Okay. I started selling baskets in 2009 on the side of the road. Me and my friend, we sold ourselves short. Can you believe it? We were selling Bath and Body Works 2-piece sets for like $7. It was crazy. I've always sold flowers and I've always made a lot of money selling flowers. But today I am going to show you or tell you the promotion piece. Okay, so everybody knows there's 4 P's to marketing. I studied marketing in undergrad. There is place, price, promotion, and position. Now you need to figure out all those other P's. I'm going to tell you the promotion P. Okay. So these flowers that I'm starting to work with, I just cut off a piece of cello. These flowers were used from an event that I did. And I think these came from like Publix. These didn't really come from a wholesaler. The majority of my flowers come from a wholesaler. You guys need to get into a wholesaler. There's a lot of wholesalers. There's some that's online in your area. You will get register your account there and you will get a sales rep. My sales rep is named Tyler. Anytime Tyler calls this phone, I pick up the phone and I get an order and I place an order with him. If he is calling you, that means he's trying to meet his quota, right? And so I always say, hey, Tyler, I don't need no flowers, but what is the minimum I can buy from you that will help you meet your quota? And he'll say, hey, can you do $250 worth of flowers? Can you do 150? And I just say, yeah, sure. I'll do that and I'll get it. And so it's a good way to practice too. If you get a call from your sales rep and you get a small order, go ahead and make up some of these little tiny bouquets, drop them off at a nursing home, and then attach your business cards. That's a good way you can drum up sales and get practice. But if you are helping your sales rep out during those major holidays, they're going to help you because you've helped them out all throughout the year. So they don't mind giving you $500 for $250 on those holidays. And it pays off. So get your sales rep. You be good to your sales rep and your sales rep will be good to you. Okay, so I have just wrapped that bunch of flowers up in some cello. And now I'm making a little bow. I say this time and time again, and I'm going to keep saying it. I only use floor satin. And I know that the patterns on you guys' bows are super duper pretty. And the wire is easy to work with. But if you use as much ribbon as I do, you don't have time to dunk a flower arrangement in water and then take it out and wrap a bow on it each time. I know Boss Lady Fee. I know a lot of people have talked about how bows will sell your items, and they definitely will. And but I like to have something that I can get wet. And so I put a bow on every one of my little small bouquets, drop them in a bucket of water, and keep on going. I usually make at least, for this plan to work, you need at least 50 bouquets, okay? 50 small bouquets. I try to shoot higher than that. And even if you've gotten good in with your sales rep, they have pre-made bouquets that they will ship to your house. And that cuts a lot of time. And I have done that in the past. They're a little bit pricier, but if you've been good to your sales rep, he'll be good to you on those pre-made bouquets. So even if you don't want to dibble dab in flowers like I'm doing here, you need to get those. Okay. So what my promotion is here is I like to have flowers that I have made very cheaply in cost. So I have made 2 arrangements here. You guys know from Publix, I get the 4 for $12. And so you can make out of that 4 for $12, you could probably make 6 arrangements for $12. Just depending on what all you put in there. Another thing is, and you'll probably see later on, you can add tulle, you can add different colored tissue paper at the top of there to kind of make your bouquets stand out, okay? And you see here, this is what I meant. This is where I'm laying down just a piece of mesh or a piece of tulle on this bouquet to kind of make it stand out when I'm making that bouquet. And that's a good way to kind of add into it and make it a little bit more luxurious. Okay, I finished this one up. I'm going to, of course, get another bow. Every one of them gets a bow because they'll be going to individual, houses or households. So making sure that you could have a bow on each one of them would be great. Now, I will tell you, the ones that come prepackaged, I don't put a bow. They just come the way they are. If I've gotten some that are prepackaged, and they can deal with the bow if they want to later on. It does get kind of time consuming right there at the end, as we all know, for Valentine's. And you do have to have your basket set aside and already made before you even start with flowers, because flowers do take a long time. But it will pay off in the end. Trust me, it will pay off in the end. So you see, I'm going to gather this water here. This is a really crucial. This is a no-no. You don't want anything in your water. Flower petals, leaves, they will create bacteria in your water and they will attack your flowers and get them sick. So don't ever leave any kind of foliage hanging out in the water. I still got one leaf in that water, but this is just an example. Okay. So you guys have made it to the point where I'm going to spill the tea on how to guarantee you're in the 10,000s for the holiday. I told you to make 50 bouquets. You need to have at least 50 packs of candy. These are some penny candies I just got off from the fall Halloween sale. And they're a penny a piece. But I usually have Lindell or Lindor chocolates too. You also can do like a sparkling cider. But you need to have 50 packs of candy, 50 bouquets of flowers, and 50 Valentine's cards. And so what I do is I stick an outrageous price on those small bouquets, cards, and candy. And I always say it's flowers, cards, and candy. And I stick a price like $45 or $50 on there. And I have it on my table, and occasionally you will get a customer who will get a little bouquet of flowers, a little bag of candy, and a card, and they'll pay you their $45 or $50 and they'll walk off. Which we love that. That's fine. But what I like to do is, you see these kind of larger baskets in the back. I have 50. You might want to get your calculators out. I have 50 gifts already made that are at least $95. Okay? 50 floral arrangements, 50 bags of candy. Sometimes I also have like a set of cider that they can have if they don't want a candy. But these are kind of the Lindor truffles that I usually get in the packs that I have. Now, the promotion P is if you spend $95 or higher at my table, you get flowers, cards, and candy for free. And so you're saying, wow, that's a lot for free for $95. I have studied my Cash App, and I do this after every holiday sale. I study Cash App and Apple Pay sales, and I have noticed that my biggest amount sold is $50 to $75 range. And I said, how can I push them over that $95 range? And why I chose $95 is because I noticed my customers like to hand a $100 bill and get change back. Okay? They love to get a little change back. They feel like they got a deal. So the $95 deal is this. You can get one of the $95 baskets or higher, and you get these candies for free. And I don't worry about anything. When those customers come up, only thing I'm pushing is $95 or higher, and it's free. Of course, you're going to get those ones who only want to spend $25 or $35 or $45. And we have gifts that will, work for those. I never push those gifts. I say there's a variety of price range, but if you can focus on selling those 50 gifts, 95 or higher, and if it sells out and you don't have no more candies or flowers, then you just don't say the promotion anymore. You will be able to make, by selling just those 50, 95 or higher gifts alone, $5,750. And that, plus the normal sales that you usually get, will push you over that 10,000 mark. And I promise you, if you implement this your next big holiday, you will get that mark. Of course, I have baskets that are in the $200 range. Of course, I have baskets that are $175. But I always push that 95. And then when they see something that you have for 95, like that gift I showed you before that has literally a shower curtain, shower hooks in it, and a blanket, all a penny basket. When they see that 95, they're like, well, I'll still get the flowers if I buy this one for $125, the purse or the other basket. I was like, yeah, sure, 95 or higher. Maybe you get a customer who buys two $45 gifts. And I'm like, well, if you buy another gift, anything on this table, you can get these flowers, cards, and candy. And that's another $95 sale. So it has changed the game for me. And ever since I started implementing this, it has pushed me over the edge to that $10,000 mark. And I know people are saying, that is a lot. That's a lot. But I paid $2.50 for flowers. And I got the candies for a penny a piece. And a lot of my baskets, how you shop, guys, is how you're going to make that profit. Okay? How you shop is how you're going to make that profit. But I am telling you, when people find out that you are giving them a basket, flowers, cards, and candy, they are going to stop, especially if you work near, if you sell near other basket makers. They are going to drop their gifts and they're going to come over to your table. I had a person say, hey, if you go over there, they're giving you free if you buy 95 or higher. And that's why the lady called that's why she called on me. She called, the city on me. And it was because all her customers were leaving their table and going over to me. And I was getting boosted over that 10K mark because I had a promotion that really didn't cost me, much of nothing. $250 for flowers cost me nothing. That is nothing compared when you get home and you've got, $10K that you can put in the bank or more that you can put in the bank. That is nothing. So you have to shop very strategically, one, and you have to offer your customer a value. And they know. Now they know. They say, hey, they'll tell you, well, I spent my 95. Where's my cards? They'll come to you because they know that's what you're doing for them. So take it or leave it. But it's the biggest secret that has pushed me over. And it's just 50 gifts. Now, I try to make more. Okay, because I want more. But that 50, 95 or higher point, okay, they're not spending $200. They're not spending $300. They're only spending, all you have to do is sell $50, $95 gifts, and you've got, $5,700, $4,700, $5,000. And like I said, some people are just going to come up and get flowers, cards, and candy and give you their $45, $50 and walk off. And that's okay with us too. But, if somebody's like, well, how much for just the flowers? Sorry, it's a package. Because you want to have them for when those people